So you just purchased yourself a Harley Davidson. You throw a leg over and you think to yourself, can this bike get any better? Absolutely. And I'm here to give you 7 modifications that took my Road Glide from good to great. And it all starts right here. Now I know what you're thinking, how cliche, starting here with the exhaust. Well, 80% of riders can't be wrong. That's the percentage of people that will modify their exhaust during their ownership of the bike. Now, I've gone for the Bassani 2-in-1 stainless mid-length pipe. I'm not chasing numbers. I'm looking for the perfect hybrid between performance bagger while keeping the comfort the Road Glide is known for. Now, number 2 is going to have to be my seats. I rock both the Saddleman step-up for day-to-day rides and the road sofa for long haul and 2-up riding. I love both my seats. From the look and style of the step-up to the comfort of the road sofa, it really makes long haul riding super easy. If there's one tip I could give you if you're looking to buy a road sofa or any sort of touring seat, is to make sure to get one with a removable backrest. I think that the extra support on your back would definitely make riding a lot easier, and that's something that I didn't think of while purchasing it.
Number 3 on the list would have to be my handlebar setup. Now I think that with this Road Glide model, it is a necessity. I ran with the stock handlebars for a couple of months, and although I got used to them, they did make tight cornering, slow speed maneuvering very difficult, as my elbows would touch my sides. So when it comes to the handlebars, I had to go with Thrash and Supply. Again, I love that bagger, that performance bagger look. There is a few companies out there, but I definitely love Thrashin'. So now, no expense was spared when it comes to my handling. It is definitely something that changes the look of your bike dramatically. I've gone with the Thrashin' top plate, which gives you 2 spots to locate your risers, which is very flexible, which is very adjustable for you. So yeah, the Thrashin' top plate into 9.5-inch pullback risers, which then go up into my mid-bend bars, which sits me pretty nicely. I've got a nice bend in my elbows, so I'm super comfortable, and it definitely looks great. Now, along with the bar setup, you have to go the gauge relocation. If you want to be able to see your speed, I don't know what Harley was doing with them, you know, down here, but with my eyesight, I can see the speed. I can still see my screen if needed. I've got extensions and all that sort of stuff there, but that's probably the lowest I can get it, so I can still see part of the screen. But it does make a big difference having the Speedo right in front of you. So definitely, if you're going to go with any sort of T-bar setup or anything like that, get the gauge relocation kit and pop them up there. The top plate also, I think, just gives it a better look. You're not cutting into the plastic. There is like some of the bolts and that down there I wouldn't mind getting some covers for, but I'll definitely be looking into that. The whole setup, it is quite costly, but I definitely recommend it. It makes the bike feel more flickable. It makes it a lot easier to control, and in those tight corners and low speed, which I was having difficulty with the stock bars, it's definitely made it a lot better. Nobody around me has this setup, so I couldn't go sit on someone's bike and see what was there to, you know, what was going to suit me the best. So I flew in a little bit blind. I was trying measurements and sitting on the seat and putting my hands where I think they'd be. But yeah, so all in all, I'm super happy with the setup. I wouldn't go back to stock. I wouldn't go with any APs. I've ridden one Road Glide that had ape hangers. I think they were 12-inch. It was fine, but this one is definitely a lot better. Thrashin' as a company is always bringing out cool stuff. I love this little bag on the front of the bars here. I can chuck my phone in it if it's not up here, my wallet, the keys, everything like that in this little bag, and super accessible. When I jump off the bike, I can just grab everything there. Talking about Thrashin' Supply products, that would bring me to number 4, which would have to be my floorboards. Now I'm rocking the Apex floorboards. Now don't get me wrong, the stock boards are okay. There is a lot of flex in them. I do feel a lot more confident going into a corner, knowing that my feet are planted. And these boards give you a lot of grip as well. They also look really cool, and it ties in with that performance bagger look. You can also get little extensions. My feet, obviously, I'm a size US 12. My foot hangs over a little bit, but you can get extensions if you're going to be doing long distance and you want your foot to fill up the whole board. But I've done plenty of long distance trips on these and they are great. And if you team that up with my number 5 on my list, which is my highway pegs. Now, I've only just recently got the highway pegs. I did a lot of riding without them, and I would just, put my foot up onto the chin spoiler or the mustache bar, whatever you want to call it. But since getting the highway pegs, oh my god, if you haven't got them and you're planning on doing long haul riding, 100% get them. You will not regret it. It just allows you to stretch out a little bit more, get your feet into different positions for long haul riding, and just lets you become a little bit more comfortable. You're able to move around a little bit more, and even I find that even in this cornering part with my foot spread out, it's relaxing. Now for number 6 and number 7, these are a luxury item, I think, but it does 100% help out with comfort, and is a great modification if you can do it. Now the first one, number 6, is got to be my heated grips. Now when I changed the bars, they cut the old grips off. I had to get new ones. It was a no-brainer. Why not get some heated grips while they're already changing them over? Now I am in Australia. It's hot, it gets hot. We're in summertime. No, we're in spring, it's getting into summer, but we do have 30+ degree days, and even during winter it's not that cold. I have no snow near me, but on those cold days with a bit of chill, having cold hands really suck. So just being able to switch this on, I think I put this on 2 or 3, and through my leather gloves I can feel it. And as I said, it's just a bit of an extra comfort. You don't need them, you can wear gloves. Now if you team these heated grips up with some heated gear, again for me, I can ride all year round. Now my heated gear is from Zaki. The shop was in Melbourne, I think. I messaged them. I'd highly recommend them. Their gear is great, their customer service is great. Any dramas, you just give them a message. Now last but not least would have to be number 7, which is my luggage and luggage rack. Now I know not everybody needs luggage. You can fill your panniers up. Most of the time I'm going away by myself, so I have a full big tool kit in there, tyre pumps, tyre repair kits. So one pannier is usually full of tools, the other one has got rain gear and just stuff I need on hand, water. So all my clothing will go into the back. Now I found out how spoilt I was with the rick-rack system in my recent trip away. I went away with a group who were tying theirs down to their rack. I easily pulled up to where we were staying and I was taking the bag off within seconds. I think it takes 10 to 15 seconds. It also has a padlock on it for extra safety, so I can leave my bag there, no one's going to steal it. And if for some reason the clamps were to fail, it's still hanging on by that padlock. Now that Rick Rack bag is a big shout out to Denny Hayes from $1 Million Bogan. He made that a no-brainer to grab. I didn't get the version with the wheels. They weren't available at the time that I purchased it. I would highly recommend you get the ones with the wheels because it can get a little bit heavy, but they're huge. I was able to take so much clothes. I took away so much clothes that yeah, there was a fair bit of weight in it and it didn't budge at all. Every time I'd stop, I checked the clamps, they hadn't budged, they hadn't moved. I definitely rate the Rick Rack system for sure. Now that's just the modifications that I've done to my road glide so far. There's endless things to do with these bikes. I would definitely like to hear what you guys have done to your bike that's taken it from good to great, and any recommendations that you might have that I should add next. So if you like this video, make sure to give us a big thumbs up so I know that you did enjoy it, and as I said, please comment below. I would love to hear what you have done to your bike. Make sure that you check out this video right here if you haven't already, and like always, until next time, peace.